The Alabama Supreme Court has authorized the execution of an inmate this summer as the state tries to resume lethal injections following a series of troubled executions.
Now, Governor Kay Ivey's office confirms James Barber, a 64-year-old Madison County man, is sentenced to death for capital murder, and he's approaching his execution date. News 19 investigative reporter Dallas Parker talked with the man who prosecuted Barber. She joins us now in the studio with more. Dallas.
That's right. That prosecutor is now the Madison County District Attorney, Rob Broussard. He tells me he remembers the case vividly, but not entirely because of the criminal, but also the pure innocence of the victim.
A 75-year-old woman who weighed 110 pounds, and you look at a crime scene and you realize she's been killed with what turned out to be a hammer. And you just think, I don't know what prompted this, but it was patently unfair.
James, did you kill Dottie Epps?
In 2004, a jury convicted James Barber of murdering Dottie Epps and recommended he be sentenced to death. Madison County District Attorney Rob Broussard, who was an assistant district attorney at the time of Barber's trial, explains there was never a doubt that Barber was responsible for Epps's death.
There was a bloody palm print that was there. The investigators started looking into who had been around. He had been hired to do some handiwork around the house. Then they took that palm print, and he had been arrested before, and they matched the print, so they knew they had the right guy.
Barber would end up confessing to authorities after his arrest.
In that videotape, Barber was so remorseful, or seemingly remorseful, and even asked the investigator, can't you just shoot me right now? I don't deserve to live anymore.
But Broussard says that remorse dwindled, and Barber began to claim he was innocent.
He was defiant, and he was not guilty, and he was whining about his lot in life. So that was a huge contrast. I remember when he got sentenced, he was mad because the state was referring to him as a handyman, which is what he was.
Prior to becoming the Madison County District Attorney, Broussard spent 21 years as a prosecutor. He says Barber will be the first person he's prosecuted that will die by execution in his entire career.
It really makes you wonder if it's not sort of a theoretical exercise that we go through, but I don't think that's reason enough to quit on it. It's an accounting here in this life for all of us, and those cases that are really different in the nature of the act, then you have to act on it. Whether or not it's an efficient process or not, that should not be a deterrent from seeking a punishment that is just.
Now, a spokesperson for Governor Kay Ivey says the governor must set the execution time frame for sometime after June 2nd. The governor plans to work with the Alabama Department of Corrections to establish the schedule. Christine.